Alright everyone, welcome back. So hopefully a moment of truth here. Time to try and start this 1939 John Deere for the first time since I rebuilt it. Spinning it over with compression, those new piston rings, it's very tight, much tighter than it used to be, so I got to put a little more muscle into it than I used to. But yeah, I don't like to see guys working it real hard and having to really lean and throw into it. You shouldn't have to do it if it's timed right. Should be just spinning it over, but it's so tight right now that it does take some muscle, so it wears me out a little bit. To be honest, I spun it over the other night trying to start it. I didn't have my camera on me, and it didn't matter anyway. Didn't want to start. I realized today, I looked at the timing again. I think the timing was a little bit off, so I'm hoping it was that, and she was just waiting for the camera to start. So yeah, I've got almost everything together here. I don't have the steering shaft in, the grill's on, things like that, but everything since the last video has just been little piddly stuff, hooking up fuel lines and things like that. So all right, let's give it a shot. I may skip over a little bit if I'm cranking too long, but yeah, you'll see that in the video. I know it'll take a few rounds to get it some fuel anyway, because I had just I drained the carburetor. Ooh, that's a good sign. May need to advance the timing just a little bit, or lag it. Might be firing a little too close to top dead center. About maybe 45, 50 degrees here in the shop. So it is a little chilled. Alright, it seems like the timing was still a little bit off, so I'm a little wore out. When it would fire, it would sometimes kick the flywheel back a little bit. Well, that, I think, tells me it's a little too close to top dead center firing, so I got it lagged a little bit more. It wanted to fire over a few times. Let's see if that helps. You know, sometimes they say every tractor is different, and you know, figuring out what choke it wants, what throttle when. It used to be on this tractor, I would do full choke for a round, do a half choke for a round, and it would fire. But you know, now that I've rebuilt it all, may need something different. So right now I still have full choke on. Let's see that. Now there's a lot of fuel shooting out. just about a year. I took it apart just after last Christmas. She's finally back together and running again. So it took about a year to get through. That's not what I want to see. That oil seal is leaking. It's that rubber kind that isn't supposed to be leaking. So that's interesting. We'll have to see what that brings. Didn't see oil from anywhere else. Yeah, so I'm not sure what comes after this. I'd like to get this tractor painted professionally, but don't have the funds for that. It's just facing facts. I'd like to work on another project. I don't really have the funds to get another project, so that, if you guys remember, I had that 1943 or 1944A. That was a barn find. I did a couple videos on getting it running and things like that. I kind of want to move on to something different from the ABG, which is the 3 series of videos that I've done so far. So I'm trying to sell that barn find A right now to someone that will restore it, not part it out. I might sell the G eventually to get some spending cash. But yeah, it's just kind of up in the air for right now. I've got a few other things I may make some videos on, maybe do the brakes on this. I don't know if they even need it. Never took them apart though. I got the brake pads just in case. But yeah, I've got that 2-cylinder hydraulic cylinder I talked about rebuilding a couple years ago and doing videos on. I never did that. So maybe I'll do some filler videos with that. But I may be a little light on the videos here in the coming months and things. If there's something you guys want to see, certainly reach out, let me know. You can email me at danielfarmchannel@gmail.com. Anything you want me to talk about, even not necessarily having to take it apart. If you're interested in having like a Q&A session, go ahead and send me your questions. I could do a Q&A session, something like that. But yeah, I'd kind of like to move on and do something of a later numbered series, maybe start with the 10 series, a 50, 60, 70, or even a 20 or 30 series. Naturally, I'd love to work on a 30 series. They would be the most expensive. I'm not asking for money, don't take me wrong, that's not why I'm mentioning this, but just like I said, the facts of life, I don't have money to just splurge on many of these and rebuild them, because sadly they do take a lot more money to redo and rebuild than what you can sell them for if you're going to do it right. Like what I put into this tractor, I'd never get out of it, especially if I go to paint and things like that. So yeah, and I don't do this as a business. I don't work on other people's tractors yet, things like that. So, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like I said, we'll see what comes over the next few months. If I don't have a video until then, Merry Christmas, belated Happy Thanksgiving. I was hoping to get this done a few weeks ago and have this for our Thanksgiving video, and just been so busy that didn't pan out. Even though the tractor was all together, just getting around, actually finding time to hook some lines up, put some fuel in it, and start it. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I feel a lot better having this run again. And yeah, so you all have a good day, and I hope to hear from you.